Hey everyone, hope you are doing well. I wanted to give you the instructions for the midterm that we're going to take, that we're going to be working on today, and that we will also be working on tomorrow as well. So I'm going to give you an overview of the directions and kind of what you're going to do for day one and day two, and then I will read and kind of break down some of the resources for you. So, our guiding question is, how does deforestation impact our world? And just kind of a reminder, deforestation is that purposeful cutting down of massive amounts of trees by humans. And we talked about that a little bit this week earlier. You should have your um, notes that we worked on in class about deforestation as well in front of you, and also some other resources that we have online. So, our goal for day one is really to read these resources, make some annotation, and collect evidence, right? Really look at that evidence that exists there to really make an informed claim on how deforestation is impacting our world, because that's what you're going to do for day two. So you can watch the video that's going to be linked on Schoology, or the one that will be linked there. It's this video. And then you're going to complete the sections for resources number one and number three. Number two is actually the carbon cycle reading that we completed on March 16th, which was Wednesday of this week. You can use this link. This link that I provided in this document will take you directly to the one that I created. So you'll be able to see that document with my annotations. So it will look like this to you. So you can see all those annotations, and you can use that if you want. Just keep in mind, my document doesn't have your annotations in it. And also for the answer part, I don't have any answers in my document. So if you want your answers and your annotations, the ones that you wrote in class, then I would head to Schoology. I would go into the Unit 6 folder. I'd scroll all the way down and I would open that carbon cycle reading, and then you can access your document that way. And that's another piece of evidence and resource that you could reference in your claim evidence reasoning that you're going to create. So hopefully that was helpful. Um, so I'll read resource one to you, resource three, which is an article which is a little bit more intense. I've also included some definitions here that I'm hoping pop up on this assignment when I assign this to you in Schoology, but I don't know if it will. So hopefully this video and my annotations will be helpful. And so this is what we're doing. Day one is just reading these and finding these, the information and evidence from this resource. You're also answering these questions over here. Like, what is this article about? Who, what, why, where, when, why, how? Like, just put that information in this response here. You can bullet point this if you want. It's up to you, but try and make sure that everything's in your own words. Or if you do have a quote that you think is really impactful or really supports your claim or your thinking, put the quote in there, and then you can reference that later. For day two, which is Friday, you'll just do a little photosynthesis brain dump. You'll put in here everything that you know about photosynthesis, and I gave you some instructions here. This can be bullet pointed as well. It doesn't need to be incomplete sentences. You could look at, again, a little mini T-chart, which is, what does resource number one tell us about maybe photosynthesis, or how is it related? What does resource number two, the article in this document, tell us? Sorry, resource three. I'll fix that now. Tell us about how it relates to photosynthesis. And then you're going to use the bulk of your time on Friday to come up with your claim. So your claim should answer the guiding question of, how does deforestation impact our world? So maybe your claim is, deforestation impacts our world by causing blank. I don't know what's in that blank. It's going to be your thinking based off of the resources you're provided. And then the evidence piece should be some bullet points. These can be quotes if you'd like. And if you're trying to use a quote from, let's say, resource one or resource two or resource three, just put in parentheses after you quote that, like, hey, this is from resource one. Hey, this is from resource two. And then your reasoning piece, that needs to be using complete sentences. So the reasoning piece is really where you're writing a coherent and consistent paragraph that's stating how the evidence supports your claim, right? I know that might seem really obvious to you. You're like, well, this is my claim. This is obvious, duh. It's like really, really evident. I want you to actually get into the specifics of that. Um, so hopefully this was helpful for you. This is just the directions on breaking it down. I'm going to have a different video with me reading the resources. So if you want to reference that at a different time, you can hop around instead of waiting 5.5 minutes to hear me get those. You can use these words down here to help support your writing and to help your paragraph flow a little bit more. So I'm hoping that this gave you the directions and broke down this assignment. And yeah, I'll make another video with me breaking down resource 1 and 3 for you. And hope you had a good day.